Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are doing wonderful today. Well, I got a cool little plugin that I'm going to show off for you. It's kind of a little demo, if you will, showcase, and it's called Dynamic Weather. It's a little cool little plugin that fits inside your plugins folder, and it is made by Silent Dev. He also goes by Rowit. He's one of my admin on my Discord. So I'm going to show you this, and I just installed it. And I think it's pretty cool. And then you can see the top left above the mini map, it says weather notification, dynamic weather. Los Angeles Transit has updated its forecast. So if you look to the right, you will now see the how cold it is outside, the temperature, and then also what time it is. So that's not all it does though. So you can also press your tilde key. That's T-I-L-D-E, tilde. That's the top left of your keyboard. Looks like a little squiggly line on your keyboard. A lot of people get that mixed up, and that is called a tilde key. And if you press that, you can hold it down and it'll give you the forecast like this. So it's you can tell it's 54 degrees about 12:53 a.m. but we're already kind of past that. And 3:53 it's going to get a little cloudy, and then 6:53 in the morning roughly could be kind of partly cloudy, and then at 9:53 roughly right around there could be about 60 degrees, and then right around 1 o'clock in the afternoon it's going to be about 68 degrees and possible thunderstorms. It's more like partly sunny, maybe clearing, you know what I mean? And so we can kind of fast forward through this, just kind of give you an representation what this looks like. But we're going to go ahead and go downstairs first, so that way it looks better. So let's go ahead and get out of the apartment. This is just a standard apartment that comes with LSPDFR, by the way. I've already showed this apartment off plenty of times. So this you kind of picture using this maybe before you go out on your patrol, right? And maybe you have a vehicle out here, for example. And right now the weather is clear, but it's still nighttime. So we're going to head our way back to the station, and then I'll still be editing here. That way you can kind of appreciate what the weather effects looks like, because it actually changes the weather inside the game. So it's pretty cool. Okay, so say you're coming in here to your shift, right? And then we're going to go down here, and we're just going to kind of park. Just kind of picture yourself kind of going on shift. He's kind of parked in the garage. And then, you go and you just basically go get dressed. You know what I mean? And then once you go get dressed, you can check out the forecast. And we're going to go outside in proper uniform, and we'll kind of dress accordingly. So now we have our uniform. And now we're going to go outside, and then we're going to look at the weather as it changes. I'm just kind of giving you a brief demo as to what to expect if you decide to use this kind of plugin. So it's pretty cool. And then we're going to get us a car as well. And then just kind of go outside here. I'm sorry I'm doing a little keyboard driving right now. I usually have my controller plugged in. I'm just kind of giving you different role play scenarios, you know what I mean? And then once you get out, you can start checking the weather forecast again, and then press the tile key, and you'll have a better understanding of what's going to happen throughout the day. Pretty cool. I like it. And then right around 1 o'clock in the afternoon, there may be a little bit of rain. So in order to do the demo properly, we can't wait around all day, right? People don't have time. So what we're going to do, speaking of time, we're going to go down to time, and then make sure, if you ever use this mod, make sure that time is off. Make sure you don't have a set time, like freeze time. And also make sure your weather is, there's no forced weather. Otherwise, what's the point, right? So what you want to do is what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead an hour. And remember, close to about 12:50, right around there, it should start to get a little cloudy. Okay, so right now it's about 4:48 in the morning, and you can already tell right there. See the icon change to the right? I don't know if you saw that or not. And I'm going to press this again. You can see a little bit. So right around 4 o'clock in the morning, it was going to get a little bit more cloudy. And then about 7 a.m., we should see that sun start to come up right close to it. And it'll be a little partly cloudy, but at least more sun. So let's move forward. You can see it's about 6:53 is when it's supposed to happen. Maybe a little bit of clouds. And so we're going to move forward. We're going to see how the weather changes. About 7 a.m. We're going to forward again. And then watch the icon start to change right around the 9. Oh, there it goes right there. Actually, the whole weather just changed. That is so cool. So right around 7 a.m. right around, because weather forecasting is not 100%, right? So this is a forecast of what to expect. So you can see right there about 10 a.m. It's going to start getting a little cloudy, and we're going to move forward. And then right around the 12:53 mark, we're going to move forward just a little bit more. It's 11:25, and we're going to do one more. You see clouds are starting to roll in. And we're going to do it one more time. And now I'm going to leave it like this. And then if you look to the top right, you'll see the seconds kind of pass. Well, technically they're minutes within game, right? And so here in just a minute, it's probably going to start raining. So we're going to kind of watch this happen. And then the weather forecast will change, possibly a little bit later on tonight or something like that. So I'm going to go to the time. I'm going to go forward an hour. And at any minute, it can also start to rain a little bit, like clearing. So I'm just going to keep moving forward a little bit. Oh, there it goes right there. Yeah, there it goes. It happened around 2:22. So that's actually like real life, like if it's if you have a forecast of partly or scattered showers rather, it could happen like that. And now you can see the weather forecast has changed a little bit. They kind of updated that to be right around 5 o'clock to 8 o'clock. It's going to be kind of cloudy, if you will, all the way through the rest of the day. So you can see all those clouds right there. There's really no sun in the forecast. So then you can use, I won't discuss it too much, but there's another plugin called Police Menu. And that is where you can go to the back of your trunk and then just put on a jacket. Just like that. Pretty cool, right? And that way you can start your patrol with the rain jacket on now. But it's called Dynamic Weather. It is by Silent Dev, and he's got a beta release right now. I think this is beta 2 right now. It's on my Discord, and it should be a pretty cool addition, to your patrols if you want a little bit of realism. If you're looking for some type of weather system, you know what I mean. And you can see it's going to be just kind of nasty weather the rest of the day, all the way till probably the rest until the middle of the night, maybe till tomorrow. So then that way you can kind of plan your patrols, accurately. Dispatch, show me 1041 tonight, please.
10-4. 10-41. Copy 1041 10-8.
Now to install this is extremely easy. I'll go ahead and do it really fast. This will only take about maybe 15 seconds. Pull up Dynamic Weather. And then we're going to take the plugins folder. And then literally just drag it right inside here into your main game directory right down here. And just kind of let it fall. I already have it installed, but I can always replace it if I want to. Now I'll show you where it landed at. Open your plugins folder. You will have a dynamic weather folder right there. And so you have the texture folder right there, and it has a lot of different icons. He's been updating these a little bit. So expect to see some changes. These right here are really typical for news stations. They do that a lot on weather forecast. They'll put like say a pumpkin. So I can tell he's got some seasonal things planned right here. So I think that's pretty cool. I like that touch. And then you have your weather's XML, if you ever feel like maybe manipulating that a little bit. And then you have your dynamic weather INI, which will tell you your menu key, which is that tiled key, top left of your keyboard. Now, once you're inside the game, you can load it yourself if you like, or if you want to have RageShook loaded, you could also have RageShook loaded every single time you start your patrol. But if you want to load it inside the game, if you need to, press your F4 key and just type in load plugin, and then start typing out dynamic weather. Press your tab key, and then press enter. And then it'll load it for you, and it'll probably start a new forecast, by the way. So just kind of expect that. If your weather is already raining, then to expect a change in the forecast because you just loaded it again. Now, if you want to have the dynamic weather loaded every single time you play this game, double-click RageShook. That is a shortcut key on your desktop. You should already have that on there. Double-click RageShook, and then hold Shift key down for about 2 or 3 seconds, and then you'll get your Rage menu like this. I always recommend make sure that is 60,000 right here on the timeout threshold. Go to your plugins. You can say load these plugins on startup if you like, and you can click off different plugins that you'd like to have RageShook load every single time. For example, dynamic weather, then also LSPD first response. Now, if you don't have a lot of plugins installed, maybe just LSPD first response, and just a couple other ones, for example, you can click on right here, load all plugins on startup, and then save and launch your game. And that way RageShook will remember that from now on. All right, that's going to go ahead and wrap it up, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed that short showcase and demo. I think it's a really cool plugin. Go check it out. Look at the description in the video and also the pinned comment down below. That way you can see where you can get this particular really cool plugin. I really like it. You guys take care, and we'll see you in the next patrol. Stay safe.